So tonight we are going to be talking about hosting free groups and like what exactly you can do about that and like how to run them. Should you do it as an event or a group? What kind of free challenge group you should be doing, and yeah, so when I first started, I really, really recommend doing a free groups because that expanded my network so much. So what I did was I honestly just did the same squat challenge like probably 3 or 4 times. But you can do, like, I participated in Catherine, my coaches. She did free groups all the time, like no sugar, or like plank challenge or water challenge. Like you can really do any sort of challenge you want to do. I just did squat challenges because I found this 30-day squat challenge on Pinterest, and I wanted to do it. So I was like, well, I'm just going to make it into a group and then invite people to join it. So what I've been trying to figure out though is there's a girl in the Girl Boss Dynasty. Her name is Brianna. She's been like topping the charts this lately with
awesome.
Yeah, she's really taken off the past 2 months or so. Like, crazy. So she's been doing really good, and I saw she posted about doing a 7-day free clean eating group. And so I kind of followed along with like what she was doing, and she somehow managed to, hey Kathy, we're talking about free groups, hosting free groups. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I kind of followed along with what, like her post said. So what she did was she created the group, and then people had to request to join the group. So when people put in the request to join the group, then she would shoot them over a private message and say, hey, so-and-so, when you get a chance, this is the link to create your free account. Once you do that, I can add you to the so-and-so group, like to the Mama's Only Clean Eating group or to the Squat Challenge group. So I didn't do that with my groups, and I thought that was a really good idea on her part because she said she got like almost 40 new customers, just like, not even giving it an option, just advertising this free clean eating group in a local moms network, and then having people request to join the group, and then immediately sending them over a message, hey, just fill this out. As soon as you fill this out, I can get you added. Like, it wasn't an option of, would you mind filling out this free profile link for me? And, like whatever. It was just do this and I can get you added. And I think that that's probably, I didn't do that with my groups, and I think it's a really good idea to do that. So like what I did for my groups is I made it a completely public event, which means, which I'm still trying to, I'm still learning things too. I'm not a genius on everything by any means. So what I did with the last time with the Coach Sneak Peek group, and I learned my lesson, was that I had made it a public event. Okay, so instead of a group that people could join. So like by making it a public event, literally anybody on Facebook can see everything that's being posted in it, can really like just, so for the Coach Sneak Peek in particular, that wasn't good because you want it to be a safe environment where people can ask questions and all that stuff. I also don't really like, if you make it a public event, it is going to expand your network a lot more because it's going to make it open to all these people. For example, in the What is Coaching Sneak Peek that I accidentally made public, I had all these people like liking posts that I made who I'm like, who is this person? So it definitely would expand your network by making it a public event that anybody can access. But what that also does is it doesn't you can't control like if they fill out the free profile or, you know, or anything like that. So what worked for me was making a group, and I advertised the group, and so that people could request the group. Hey Nikisha, do you think that you could just mute your mic? There's a mute on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Would you mind just clicking that for me? Okay. Okay, so there's you know, I did a squat challenge group, and people would request to join, and then I didn't really enforce them filling out the free profile link before they joined. I just had in my little description of the group, like, you know, like, I'm so excited about us doing this squat challenge group together. If you don't mind, would you please fill out this free profile link? Well, it was like pulling teeth trying to get people to fill out the free profile link, which is the main reason that I wanted them to get into the Beachbody Network. Having said that, though, it still worked well for me. I still got a lot of people interested in coaching and a lot of people interested in challenge groups by, you know, towards the end of it. And then of course it's your group, so you can put in there, like, throughout the group, hey, you guys, if you're loving this free challenge group, you might want to try out, you know, what I have a new challenge group or a new accountability group starting for people who are doing a specific program like the 21 Day Fix. You know, you can advertise in that group. It's your group. But you also don't want people to feel like pressure into joining, of course. So you can do things like meal planning, clean eating, family-friendly recipes, workouts that you can do with your kids if you're doing it specifically for moms. There's a 7-day Shakeology challenge, free challenge group, but people would need to purchase the sampler of Shakeology to enter that, which a lot of people will pay $35 to give, you know, have a week's worth of Shakeology in order to try. So that's an idea. And then you can also incorporate water challenges like into those for groups. So let's talk specifically about Heather. What is the group that you are about to start?
Hold on, I was just texting someone about it right now.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I know that I want to do, because I have a lot of, you know, I'm from the South. I'm here in California, was in Florida, but now I'm from the South. So I liked the idea I told you about the pearls and push-ups. Yeah. And so I thought about doing that, or like pearls, push-ups, and more, pushing our way to success or something. Yeah. And then doing different challenges each day. You know, whether it's a different workout or whether it's, and then I was even going to do a sneak peek like on the weekend of, okay, so usually Sundays we say our meal prep. So what did you used to do? What would you like to learn about it now? And it's like to do like an open forum or an open something for people to talk about their questions or whatever that they might have. And then to give them my example of what I do. Yeah. And just a little snippet of it, not like my huge thing that I would do in a different challenge group. You know what I mean? But just a little bit here and there, little tidbits along the way. And then do the same thing, like each day something different.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Yeah, and you can do, okay, so there is, let me share my screen really quick. There's actually a, can you guys see my screen right now?
Yep.
Okay. There is a 7-day free clean eating whole thing already made up for us. Katie made it. So this is under Girl Boss Dynasty. And what I can do is I can just share this link with you so that you don't even have to go searching for it. But this has a lot of great ideas. There's also the Well, there's also the Shakeology 7-day. I think it might be under here. I'm not really sure. I can't see it. No, not that. Okay, I can't find it right now. Anyway, there's things already made up for us. There's also this, if you look in the back office, this is under, you go to the news and training tab and then training, and then you go to the coach. So it'll be here. Okay, so news and training, training. And then you go to, maybe it's the training library. Let me scroll all the way down to training library. Okay, and then there's challenge groups here. Okay, so you can do, there's challenge group guides. So you can do web page. And now this is more for people, like this is more for actual running a challenge group. But I wanted to show you guys, since you know, you specifically, Heather and Colette, will be you know, starting to run your own challenge groups this month. That if you need to get inspiration from these guides that are already made up for us, then you know, it is here. Like, they really provide so much stuff for us. I mean, there's literally a challenge group guide for every single program out there that we have. So that's pretty cool. Okay, and then yeah, then also Katie's one about the 7-day free clean eating. She also has okay, so if you go into the Girl Boss Dynasty, and then you go to photos, and then albums, and then it's how to, I believe. Let me look. Okay, so we're gonna go to here, and then to the Girl Boss Dynasty. Okay, and then photos, albums, okay, and then how to.
Oh, there's a lot there.
There's a lot here. Like, there's so much information in her files that, you know, is here for us. It might not be in this one. Okay, let me go back real quick. Maybe, oh, Katie's meal plan. So she even has like meal plans made up, week 1, week 2, week 3 of, you know, what she's already made up.
Okay.
So yeah, you're welcome to use this information. Just put it into your own
Right.
format and make it your own, you know, and, you know, always add your own personal touch with it. But there's so much information already provided for us that it, you know, makes it pretty easy. So for me, like with the squat challenge group, I just went and found like silly looking animals off of Google, and that was my theme for my challenge group. Was I would Google funny animal images or whatever, and I would just save an animal image as a background and go into PhotoFi, and then say day 1, so many squats. And there's different kinds of squats. So let me share again, just so that you can see my example of my squat challenge. And the only reason I'm using this is because, first of all, it's the only one that I've done, the only kind of free challenge group I did, and it worked really well for me. So
do you find, my question then is, do you find doing a free challenge group, do you find it to be easier to stick to like one thing versus like what I was thinking of doing every day something different, or no?
Yeah, you know, I would keep it, just for your sake, I would keep it just like a theme. So that way people know what they're getting into. Like, I feel like people are less scared of something if they know what they're getting into. So for example, this is my 30 days of squats. I made this little cover photo. I just took the pictures off of, like, I found this thing on Pinterest. I found the squat challenge on Pinterest, and then I just saved the images when I Googled it. And so that way everybody could reference the cover photo. And then every single day, now this isn't, so then I had the actual squat challenge schedule uploaded, and you can't see it on here, but you can see it on your phone because you can zoom in. So it would say day 1, 1 rep of each. Day 2, 2 reps of each. And then there was rest days in between and whatever. So each day, and like I said, look right here. Hey guys, I meant to make this an event, not a group. Please request to join the event link on my personal page. So again, I messed that up, but I ended up making it an event, and then people joined that one. So every single day, huh?
Okay, so then that, like, here I have this great idea to do this, but how do because I know that for my other like page that I have, I have to get the friend request and then invite them to like it and do all of that.
No, you need to do it from your personal page, because your like page and even my like page right now, it's not getting enough traction to get enough people to see it to even be interested in joining it. So,
but then if I create a different page for this.
Wait, you're not creating a different page. You're creating either a group or an event.
Okay. Oh, see, and I don't know how to, okay.
Okay, so let me show you.
I would have messed that all up then.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I'm glad you said something. Okay. So over here when you're at your home page, you can go down here. Sorry, these things keep popping up. Okay, so you can go right here to under groups right here, and you can either do create a group. Okay, and then you create the group name. You make it either public, closed, secret. What I would personally do is make it closed, make a group closed, and then so that way you can post the link to this group on your Facebook profile, and people can see that they can request to join the group. Okay, so does that make sense?
And so put on my profile, on my Facebook.
Yeah, so you don't want to do it secret, because then you have to actually send you have to physically add people to the group. But if it's closed, then anybody can actually see the group and request to join it, but only the people in the group can see what's going on in the group. So that's what I usually do for our challenge groups. I do a closed group, so people can see to request to join it. So I can post it in our Beachbody customer support page or our Ignite and Inspire group, and people can request to join it. But nobody can see what's going on inside that group unless you're in the group.
Okay, so then that could be the thing of, okay, you can request, but first let me send you a link to fill out this free profile.
Yeah, so then what they would do, for example, I have people requesting to join the challenge groups and the, my Beachbody customer support group. I have random people requesting to join it all the time, and I'll get a member request.
Right.
So then I go and review that member request, and what you would do with a group is to review the member request, and then you just send them a message and say, hey, will you fill this out, and then I'll get you added. Okay. But then if you put it as public group, then anybody can see anything inside that group.
Right.
Okay. All right, so then that's groups. Events is a little bit further down on your sidebar right here, and you just do create event. Okay, so you can upload your cover photo, make the event name, do your date starting whatever date you want it to start make it in the morning time, 8 a.m. or whatever. And then you end time, make it, so if it's a 30-day group or if it's a 7-day group, then just make it ending on whatever day that ends. And then you can put your little description in here.
Okay.
So I would definitely say guests can invite friends because you want it. But so this would be a private event, but guests can invite friends. If you make it a public event, then anybody can see it. But the problem with, see, this is why I prefer groups to events. Because a group, you can make it so that it's closed, so people can see that the actual group exists, but they can't see what's inside the group.
Mm-hmm.
With events, it's either like all or nothing. Like you either have to be invited to see the group, or you
or everybody can see it.
Everybody can see it, exactly. So that's why I prefer to go with groups to events. But again, that's up to you, because the benefit of doing a group, of doing an event, for example, would be that it could go viral. So, so like say your friend is participating in the group and posting in the group, then their friend sees that they're participating in this group, their friend asks to join, then their friend asks to join, and it could just go viral that way.
And it can get big.
Yeah, exactly. And so you would just need to keep track of like who all is participating in the event, and make sure that you're reaching out to them. I make sure that I'm reaching out to people no matter what. If they're in my squat challenge groups, whatever, I'm sending them a message saying, hey, I really hope you're enjoying the group so far. If you have any interest in ever trying out a program, then please feel free to let me know.
Right.
Kind of reaching out to them somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So both of those are ways to go about doing these groups, but I would make them a specific group, because I think more people will join if they know exactly what they're getting into.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So then, like I said, with my squat challenge group, it was super easy for me. I just made it animal themed. I got a different funny looking animal for each day. I put it into Photofy. I said day 1, 1 rep of each, and then posted it, and people had to comment below when they've done it.
Now, did you give a an incentive away or something at the end, or was it no?
No.
Okay.
Nope, I didn't do anything like that. The only thing I did was several times, reminded people to fill out the free profile link, and then, making sure that I'm communicating with them, and then check in with everybody once the group is over to see how they liked it and if they would be interested in joining, a real group.
Now, did you get a lot of people for your first one? Because I've only gotten, there's one that purchased her package last week.
Mm-hmm.
She's a customer. Grew up with her kids and stuff. So, she's my mom's age, so I think it's really funny, that she's participating and stuff. And she's been texting me or sending me messages and stuff, which I think is pretty neat. So, anyway, so she's going to be in our next challenge group. The baby. She's going to be in the next challenge group. So I was going to put her in my sneak peek. So anyway, she's going to be doing that. But other than her, maybe 1 or 2 more, it's I'm getting a little discouraged with that.
Well, why don't you send, okay, so I remember when I made it an event, when I made it so if you make it a private event, then you can check the mark, guests can invite other people. Okay, so this is one way that you can go about making an event work. So with events, you can do